hopefully I don't get pissed off and quit.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. To throw, it's Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mahomes, forced out to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll tussle.
Fuck out of here, dude!
Caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the minute.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions,
good. What's up, bro?
I tell you, attrition.
Hey, front of the bounce, you little bitch.
You're excited about hitting him in
doing
the
good. What's up? Oh, you gonna quit already, you little shit? How you doing, Whiskey? Come on, yeah, go ahead.
Maybe not so much in the second
you did.
half, and some of these shorter
better
games
punt it.
turn into bigger runs later.
Yeah, you don't want that.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
All right, I'll give you that. Okay.
It's right down the middle, and the Chiefs
take that back and shove it down your throat.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action.
Dude, this is why I don't stream this game, because if I'm losing by 1 point, I get really angry. I know, I'm not good. I'm good at the game, but I'm not good when I'm not winning. Just put it that way. It's the only game. It's probably the funniest game for me to ever stream, to be honest with you, because I get really angry.
First and 10 at about the 32.
I take my football serious, for real, for real.
Go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Come on, get it! Son of a bitch!
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch. It was really difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
What?
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I know, I'm playing football.
And that's the big fella's MO right there.
I can't, it's football.
Keeping the sticks moving forward.
Oh.
This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is
you wouldn't freaking laugh at this shit. You'd be like, I haven't scored a point.
He looked like one of those guys.
I have a little bit of an opposite effect with that. I'm like, I want to kill somebody.
On play action, it's Wentz. And the reception.
Woo! Get my ass, bitch!
Wentz hitting his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
Yeah, this is online.
It'll be second and goal.
Against some idiot who's using the Chiefs because freaking Mahomes is on the front cover. His curly hair looking like goddamn ramen noodles and shit. Little bitch.
They'll try again with him.
Get out of here, dude. You ain't got nothing. Get out of here. Come on now.
Eagles touchdown.
And yes, I'm from Philadelphia, north of Philly, pretty close. I'm Eagles fan since I was a kid. I watch a good amount of sports, but I'm huge on football.
They were able to push him
I
backwards
literally
on
only
first
just got
down, but
TV
this
again
time
because of
he
football's
forces
coming.
his way in.
I wonder if he went
That's
back
like
to
my
the huddle and said,
Sundays
guys,
during the
just
fall
a
when I'm
little
not
bit
working.
more help, and I can get it done on this one.
Oh, what happened? Your mic stopped working, buddy. The guy stopped talking. That's weird. Oh, there you go. You're back.
And he wanted to cash it in.
Yeah, go on. Bring it out. I hope you freaking fumble, you little Sally.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I'm ranked. There's 100,000 ranked players. I'm 54,000, something like that. So I'm like right there in the middle. Pretty good. 5-3 so far in this.
They mustered something out of the drive.
Nope. Get out of here.
I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Fair enough. Yeah, you guys just won the Toronto, but it sucks Kawhi left. I like basketball. I like baseball too. I do like baseball.
They want that ball.
Philly all the way down with sports pretty much.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, you know hockey. You're from Canada. Like, are you born with a hockey stick? Does Wayne Gretzky deliver all babies up there? Kidding.
From our studios in Orlando.
Shit. Nope.
They try to throw on
I like hockey too. Flyers haven't done shit in a long time now.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now here's Mahomes.
Get this shit out of here.
Will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far
Don't do
in this
it,
first
dude.
half.
Don't do it. You better punt.
If you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done.
Jesus Christ, that's disgusting. Sorry, I'm drinking beer. That was gross.
Now a hit on a loose football.
Better get that shit back, dude. Thank you. Ooh, and I got extra yards.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
It's just me and you. Hey, Delta. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
That's true. I have heard you burp.
Wentz now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Come on, dude. You can't cover Ertz.
Completion to his
I'm going to keep giving it to him every
and
time.
making it across midfield.
Come on now.
Inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
You can't cover shit, apparently.
Going on first is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left side.
Oh, shit. That was close, though. Sorry, I'm yelling. It's football. I can't. I don't have to tell you.
Run under it, but it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The second down play, not much better than
no, I'm not.
Just a gain
You're fine,
of one
dude. Don't worry about it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside
of that,
you're
crazy.
exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
What's that, motherfucker?
Wow. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go.
I haven't streamed the game I won yet. I don't think I did. I get nervous. That's why I never stream football. Because if I lose, people are going to think I'm like freaking bipolar and shit.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. This is Howard on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
I definitely worry too much.
Howard.
I don't get like that with any other game, though. So it's like, this is my only problem I have. On PlayStation, at least.
Elliott good on the extra point.
We did another abandoned place recently. We filmed the ice cream place, obviously. Posted that, but we were at an abandoned racetrack recently. It was freaking awesome. It was really hard to get in, though.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
And the makeup video will be coming soon.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
He don't know no better.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I don't rage. Well, I mean, I yell. I get loud, but I don't rage.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's it.
Like, actually quitting in this game, you will lose points, more points. I never quit. I just get mad.
Welcome back.
I can't control myself.
Over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 4.
The third quarter begins with a run by Hyde.
Yeah, you can run the ball on me, dude. You better try something else.
Backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing
Well, I tell you, dude, you can't run on me.
Extra DBs
you got 2 yards all game.
Despite
like, just
seeing
stop.
the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, well, yeah, I got a .85 on Destiny, so I wouldn't even worry about that good shit. So you kind of like me in a way with the Madden because you're afraid to lose in a way. Well, not lose, but you just want to be embarrassed about how bad you actually are. I'm not saying you're bad, but you're saying you're bad. Oh, yes! Give me that there, guy. There you go. I'm going to take all your balls. I'm going to take them. I'm going to shove my balls right down your goddamn throat there, guy. And you're going to like it, too. Right here, I'm going to shove this ball down your throat. I'm going to choke on it. That's the taste of defeat.
And not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing
I just played some
that
Destiny earlier today. You should re-download that, dude, if you still have it.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, screen pass to Sproles. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to 15. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
That's really good, dude. My highest was like a 1.15 on that. That's like double it. That's actually
on
good.
1st, they go right back to Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just quit, dude. I got it.
15 yards. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to catch this one in.
God damn it.
Elliott good with a PAT.
Oh, wait, I did make it.
And the decision to just kick the extra
it's like Fran Drescher. It's almost like a Peter Griffin in a way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Get out of here, dude.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running.
So I could be winning like 45-0. I'd still find something to bitch out.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Stop killing me!
But it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation.
Well, he must have, like, you kind of suck if that keeps happening to you, buddy.
Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up.
Hysterical.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was looking for Watkins that time.
I know. Stop continuing to kill me.
First half, and it continues.
Because everybody else isn't getting killed with me, so maybe you should check yourself there, guy. That's funny as shit, man. Stop killing me.
And this time,
stop picking him. Come on. Oh!
He lost
God, you son of a bitch, yeah, guy. Still 4th down, you jerk.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB
you deleted that?
and make sure he gets on the ground. And
I'm like a 742. At the moment, I am going to buy the new update in September. I'm going to get that, though.
The linebacker,
I have 2 other characters, but one's over 7, the other is a little below.
They want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike, 53.
Back to throw. Howard. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Shit.
He'll field it in the end zone.
Yeah, I've seen Art play. That stuff's like, that's kind of funny, man. Like a couple of friends I met on your stream. I kind of want to play it. It seems like it'd be hilarious.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs.
I never played either of them, but they're both. I get it. It's like barbarian type shit. It makes me laugh. Funny, like Arnold was playing. It's a game, man.
Buying time to his left.
Come on, let's go. There you go, baby.
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit.
I did hear. Have you played Last of Us? I don't know if I've asked you that
Following the sack,
before.
they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
The new one, I heard leaks about it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Daisy, nice.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times.
I always want to try Daisy,
so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there, trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered. And they're going
this guy's just giving me the game, ain't he? Ah, quit. Bye-bye. Yep, love it. Multiplayer on that one. Very cool. So I got my first win on streaming. Made the dude quit. I'm gonna play another one. Let me just grab a drink real quick. Alright, I'm back. Ugh. I thought about redown an old Resident Evil and playing it. I beat the second one twice. I should have streamed. I don't think I had my stream set up when I was playing that game though. But I do want to maybe the 4th one. If you ever got the 5th one, it's multiplayer. You can do co-op campaign on Resident Evil 5, and it's pretty reasonable on the PlayStation Store. But 4th's my favorite, and the second one, I'm a huge Resident Evil guy.
It's the NFL.
Alright, yeah. Take care of your daughter and all.
Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
You get scared at games. Yeah, sounds good. I mean, I didn't watch. The first time I watched a horror movie, I was 5 years old, so maybe that explains some of my problems and why I have no problem with horror. But yeah, you have a good night. Take it easy. Yeah, no getting mad.
On first
I can't guarantee any promises.
This one out left to the tight end.
Have a good night, dude.
And they'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
16 yards, a first down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. We'll have that little curl there against zone. But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Brings up 4th and 1.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 36, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews, so I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad.
If you pull it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Yeah, that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack. And the Bears will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Trubisky, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Pinheiro is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, foxtrot.
Play action. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of
blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go. 20! Sunday!
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Check 59.
From the 27, Wentz. Flushed out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Mike 5'9",
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Howard. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Here's a give to Davis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Here we go. Pack man. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 79 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They begin with a run by Davis. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG.